Now let's take a look. Earlier we worked on this row has 2 yarn overs followed by a slip stitch, then a chain stitch, and then 4 more yarn overs with slip stitches. After that, it's a 3 together decrease. Meaning, combine this strand with the corresponding one. Then we need to join to the braid of this row. So you see here it shows after the 3 together, work 1 yarn over slip stitch. Following this chart is read like this. Next we'll work the 3 together decrease. Pick up the double loops. Yarn over. Then join to this row. Then work 1 yarn over slip stitch. Okay, then. The symmetrical side of this row also has 7 stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 stitches left here. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Continue to join. Pick up the double loops. Just this row. Then we work this row symmetrically, which has 8 stitches. Then we need to increase stitches in this row. 3, 4, 5, 6. Add 1 stitch between the 6th and 7th stitches. 7. Then work a normal slip stitch at the 7th stitch position. Work another one, that's 8, and leave 2 stitches at the end. Short rows. Then 8 stitches, and in this row we work a bobble stitch at the 4th stitch position. Then we need to join together. Pick up double loops. Join on this strand. From front or back is fine. Then work another yarn over slip stitch. Then return. This symmetrical row has 8 stitches. Work even. Eight. Make a chain. Join together again. Pick up double loops. Now we are up to this point. Up to this point, we need to join the next stitch of this row. Continue crocheting downward. No need to leave return rows, same here. No need to leave stitches, just continue until the last stitch, then we'll join again. Then make a chain to return. Like this. Next, we crochet based on this pointed shape, then the 3 on the left and right. On this front side, we need to leave 2 stitches. Then return. Then pick up double loops and join. Leave 2 stitches. Okay, need to join again here. Pick up double loops. Leave 2 stitches. Pick up double loops. Join. Okay, now we've completed these 3 symmetrical ones, centered on the middle, and next we should crochet this one. Basically, centered on the middle of the flower pattern, left and right symmetrical. Now we're going to crochet these 2 smaller ones. Both of these smaller ones are 8 stitches, even. Slip stitch, make a chain, turn the work. Continue joining downward. Make another yarn over slip stitch. Crochet 8 stitches for the second one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Skip 2 stitches. Join again. Here. Okay, let's continue crocheting all the way down. Normally, this part is for the sleeve going down. Which means you keep crocheting all the way to the cuff. Each row of chains here needs to be crocheted all the way to the cuff. And this is our cluster flower pattern, but we've only completed part of it. We haven't finished it yet. Normally, all these chains should be crocheted all the way down to the cuff or hem. Chain 1. Okay, now we need to crochet these symmetrical rows one by one. Finish this row, then crochet the symmetrical rows one by one. Then this flower pattern will be almost complete. Continue. Skip 2 stitches. Normally, when we crochet this row, we added 1 stitch. Added on. Each row and each chain has an increase. So when we go down asymmetrically, we need to decrease symmetrically as we go down. So we start decreasing from this chain. Decreasing means crochet the first stitch. Normally, yarn over and slip stitch. Then the second stitch. Combine the second and third stitches into one, which decreases 1 stitch. Skip 2 stitches. We also need to decrease in this row. Decrease at the second and third stitches. Combine. Decrease 2 into 1. Skip 2 stitches. We also need to decrease in this row. Decrease 3 times in a row. Second and third stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same as this side, 6 stitches. Symmetrical on both sides. Then we'll crochet the symmetrical part of this braid. Then crochet the symmetrical part of this edge. Then crochet the symmetrical part of this edge. Then crochet another stem, and this completes one group of flowers. In this picture. Now we're crocheting the decrease row. Decrease 2 stitches into 1. Then crochet up and join them together. Crochet 1 row on this side, then another, then this larger one, which is the stem. Between each group of flowers, there's one stem. This helps to distinguish them. We'll do the same when sewing them together at the end. Refer to this stem. Okay, now we'll crochet this row of chains, this row and the next row. Here we need to go up step by step, merging each one, and picking up single loops. Pick up single loops on the right side, pick up this one. Then continue upward from it. Work a yarn over slip stitch. Then pick up a single loop. Pick up another single loop. Pick up another single loop. Okay, pick up one more. Join this side. Crochet and normal yarn over slip stitch. Okay, this row. Symmetrically match this chain, then chain 1, turn the work. Then the corresponding chain. This chain. The last stitch then. Bind off together. Continue to the next stitch. Crochet another yarn over slip stitch. And this row, this chain. Then the symmetrical chain. Pick up the single loop. Continue upwards for 2 stitches. Chain 1, turn the work. Okay, we need to crochet the last flower stem. The flower stem should be crocheted from bottom to top. Then we are. When it's time to join, bind off together. Pick up the single loop. Then join together. Continue. Crochet a normal yarn over slip stitch. Then continue picking up single loops on this side. Join with the next step here. Then, join again. Check the next one. Crochet another yarn over slip stitch. Join again. Crochet a yarn over slip stitch. Okay, continue joining. This flower row is all about joining, 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 joining. When you see this, join it. Join. Continue. Go join. Then proceed with the following. This way, we have a cluster of flower units. The entire cluster of flower units looks like this. Then here, the last row we just crocheted. It's like this here. Row 82. So, our cluster of flower units actually starts from this row to row 82. Well, meaning this cluster of flower units totals 80 rows. It's just repeating this part of the yoke, which is this cluster of flower units repeating one after another. Repeat this all the way here, then the neckline. The neckline has ribbing, which is slip stitch ribbing. One flower pattern here, and here. This row needs to be bound off, so it's not completed, no need to crochet. Later we'll follow this pattern chart for the cluster of flower units. Here, Just repeat the cluster of flower units. Then here, the entire right sleeve section, that needs to be crocheted, all stitches are condensed here. But as you can see, we only need to pay attention to how this beginning part is. Crocheted. Then determine how many stitches to crochet, and for the ending, start binding off from which row, just decrease upwards from there. The flower patterns in the yoke are repeating cluster units, so for the corresponding parts, that go down to the cuffs, we match them to the cuffs. For these rows that need to reach the cuffs, we just go down directly. For rows that don't need to reach the cuffs, they're just cluster units, so follow the cluster unit pattern to crochet. So it's also marked here, showing exactly which row numbers start decreasing. This decrease is done in increments of 10 stitches at a time, moving upwards. Then here, there are 3 places where these 3 spots are 6 stitches, while all others are 3 stitches, all decreasing 10 stitches at a time. From this chart, we can see that their distances are equal. That's it. It's also labeled here. This. At the beginning of this right sleeve piece, we need to cast on for the ribbing. When crocheting to this row position, we need to cast on. Other than that, just follow the pattern chart. Another thing we need to pay attention to is when we first start crocheting the 3 main pieces, we need to make a density swatch, crochet a small sample swatch. We need to crochet a piece like this. It needs to be measured as it's all made with yarn over slip stitches. After crocheting this out, measure the density, then crochet another swatch of this flower pattern to practice and get familiar with those stitch techniques. Then just follow the pattern chart. Start with the right sleeve piece. Just crochet the garment as instructed. The entire sleeve piece has this shape. We work from left to right. For the right sleeve piece, we start with a chain stitch from the cuff. Correction, start with a chain stitch from the cuff toward the underarm. Chain up to the armhole. The underarm starts from here. Then return. Then work back up. For the first side, return and crochet up, then 6 stitches. Then the 6 stitches coming back down. Return again, down another 6 stitches. This way vertically, then 10 stitches. 10 stitches, step by step. This shapes the sleeve bottom seam. Keep crocheting up to this point. Work down, then back up. This side continues upward, following the chart all the way up to the 20th row. Upward, then crocheting vertically back and forth like this, according to the chart. When you reach this row, there's an increase here. There are 5 chains here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. The 6th chain, this is 1 chain, representing 1 round trip, up and down. Then on the 6th chain, add 1 stitch. Then 3 chains even. Work even here, then this chain, the 7th, 9th chains. Added another stitch here, added another stitch, then work even here. So in total up to this point, we've added 2 stitches, then added 2 stitches up to here. When reading this row, we start making chain stitches here, restarting chain stitches, the number of chain stitches follows the chart. Up to here. Up to the neckline. Excluding the neckline, the position below the neckline. Then return. Then go up from the cuff like this. Then return to the cuff, then go up again to crochet the pattern. Then go down to the cuff, then come back up. Here we start the cluster pattern, then to the cuff, then up, then to the cuff again and up. Then when reaching this row, we will not go all the way to the cuff anymore, crochet up to here, then return, then to here again, slowly going up, then return, up again, then return, up again, then up, upwards, then start crocheting this flower pattern here, going up and down repeatedly until reaching this row. When crocheting this row, this is the last stitch, then the ribbing has 10 stitches, chain 10 more to go up. Then finish with a slip stitch to return. Then to this. Here at the yoke, it becomes yarn over slip stitch to return, then go up to the neckline. Oh, not reaching the neckline yet, stop here where we decreased 1 stitch. Crochet just below the ribbing. Below the ribbing here, then return, then go up again, and crochet this row. Decrease 1, then go up. Then return. Crochet this braid here, then go up, then return up and down repeatedly. You don't need to go all the way up, just skip 2 stitches like this. Follow the cluster pattern for crocheting. Then come here to join with it, merge with this side. Because when going up we always have 2 stitch steps, merge repeatedly like this going down, then skip 2 stitches going down, skip 2 stitches going down. Back and forth like this. When reaching this row, decrease 3 into 1, then this row needs to return directly to the cuffs, just keep crocheting straight to the cuffs, then go up from the cuffs, go up from the cuffs again, come up here, it's symmetrical with this side, up and down repeatedly. Wherever going down, always continue all the way to the cuffs, crochet together with the cuffs. Where we come up, we correspondingly crochet the flower patterns, follow this pattern as shown in the chart. After completing one group, start another group, and for the cuffs we follow a finishing pattern which is first crochet 2 rows that go down to the cuffs, then on the 3rd row's chain, don't go all the way to the cuffs, skip the last stitch at the top of the cuffs, then go up. When coming down on the 4th chain, do a decrease 2 into 1, merging 2 stitches into 1. Decrease 2 into 1 to finish off the stitches. Then another one, up and down repeatedly, then another one, when going up again, decrease 2 into 1. Decrease 2 into 1, 1, 2, 3. Decrease 2 into 1, 1, 2, 3, then decrease 2 into 1 again. This is how we shape the cuffs. Slightly tighter. Tighten a bit, don't let the cuffs be too loose, it should have a finishing effect. Keep following this pattern, so at the bottom of the cuffs, check which row you're on as you go down. Check which chain it is, whether you need to finish off or just continue straight down. Just follow this pattern, no need to memorize anything special. For the yoke above, follow the shape chart until this row. Until here, then return along this edge, this completes one flower pattern. Then start counting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the start of a new flower pattern group. Currently we're crocheting the third flower pattern group for the sleeves. We're nearing completion of the third flower pattern group on this edge. We should now crochet this corresponding chain. At this corresponding chain position, we need to start shaping the cuff. Look at my example here. It should be 2 chains. 1, 2, 3, so I'll skip this row and not crochet down. We need to make a decrease stitch like this one here, so I've left it unworked. No need to crochet all the way down, time to return. When we come down this row, then go back up this row. Going up first, then coming down we'll crochet the corresponding chain now. At this chain, we'll start shaping the cuff and front with 10 stitch decreases. This is where we crochet downward in 10 stitch intervals. We need to create a decrease effect here too. We're gradually decreasing stitches from bottom up to maintain symmetry on both sides. So when we go up this row and return, we'll skip 10 stitches from this point. Then skip 10 stitches in the next row, and keep skipping 10 stitches for 7 rows, followed by skipping 6 stitches for 3 rows. This completes the armhole shaping. Now we're working the first 10 stitch decrease. After finishing this row, when we return, we'll mark the first 10 skipped stitches. The chains on this row, these chains. All 3 chains corresponding to these need to be cut. On this side, we increase stitches when starting to crochet, so when we return, it's symmetrical, we decrease 1 stitch per row. Second and third stitches together. Decrease 1 stitch. Fourth stitch as normal. This way we've decreased 1 stitch. Okay, this row we need to start decreasing 10 stitches at a time going upwards. This row doesn't count as decreasing, it's just the normal cuff finishing. We'll ignore it, our decreasing actually starts from this side, not counting the cuff. Then we count 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still need to crochet 3 more stitches. Count again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 10 stitches left. When we reach 10 stitches, we start decreasing, so we'll turn after these 10 stitches. For the right sleeve piece, the last 2 rows, on the second to last row, merge this step. Start picking up double yarn loops with yarn over, then slip stitch to finish off. Pick up these double yarn loops. This is the finishing effect on the right side. We continue upwards from the hem. Crochet one more row up to the underarm. Then chain and crochet the front body. Crochet to the underarm. This completes the right sleeve piece. Completed. Now check that the underarm seams on both sides are symmetrical. Pay attention to this when sewing. We start with a chain from the underarm. Then crochet the front body. This forms the side seam of the front piece. Right sleeve piece. Crochet to here and finish. Then we've completed the middle stem of the third flower group. Here. Completed. Pay attention, when crocheting to the underarm seam area, you need to decrease stitches on this side for shaping. After this shaping repair, then starting from this chain, this chain, decrease stitches at the underarm seam area. Following this chain downward, let's see. This chain is. Start decreasing 10 stitches upward every 10 stitches. As shown in the pattern chart, it's clearly marked. There are annotations. Each chain needs to decrease stitches at the underarm seam area, decreasing 10 stitches upward every 10 stitches. Then finally here are 3 chains, which is 6 stitches, 3 sets of 6 stitches. Then here to the underarm. We start the chain stitch. Starting the chain stitch for the side seam of the front body panel. The stitch count follows what's marked on the pattern chart. And if you want to make the garment longer, it's also done at this point. To lengthen, add more chain stitches to reach your desired length. Starting from the second to last chain stitch, work slip stitches for the hem, 16 slip stitches. Continue working slip stitches from the inside, yarn over and slip stitch up to the underarm. Last stitch. To the armhole. Now we need to crochet and sew the sleeve armhole together with this piece, joining them at the armhole seam. We start at the first stitch of the first chain. Insert hook from the right side, this is the first stitch. Then work a yarn over slip stitch to connect the front panel and sleeve panel. Work a yarn over slip stitch from the right side. Then chain 1 and turn your work. Skip the first stitch, this is an extra stitch, and start from the second stitch. Begin working yarn over slip stitches. Continue working slip stitches into the back half loops all the way to the hem, where there's ribbing made with slip stitches. Just work the hem as usual. This is the last stitch of the row. Work normally. Pick up the single loop. Pick up the larger loop. There are 2 loops here total. But pick up only 1. Then wrap the yarn from back to front. Now insert the hook again into the first chain, where we just worked a stitch. Work another stitch. Pull up a loop. Then wrap the yarn around again. Wrap it from back to front once more. Now move to the second chain. The first stitch of this second chain. Still insert from the front side. I'm just checking by picking up, still inserting from the front side. Then pull up another loop. Pull all these loops through. Gently tighten the yarn slightly. Make a chain stitch. This stitch is extra. We'll leave this stitch unworked when returning. Starting from the second loop, insert into the second stitch. Leave this stitch unworked. Second loop, good. Continue crocheting. Yarn over slip stitch. This technique is the blue mark in the pattern chart. The blue stitch technique. The effect looks like this. Align the sleeve braid with the body braid row by row. They match up. Then we join the armhole. All the following connections are done this way. Using this method. Then normally crochet yarn over slip stitch to the hem. Down to the hem, then return. After returning, continue using this method to connect with the sleeve braid, this armhole. Crochet and sew together as you go. Now it's the third braid. Then sew again, crochet and sew. We work yarn over slip stitch up. This is the last stitch here. Yarn over, slip stitch. Then use the same method, pick up the single loop like the previous braid. Pick up the single loop. Then bring the yarn to the front and wrap around. Then on this braid, insert into the first stitch, where you previously inserted, insert again, work a loop out. Wrap the loop again. Wrap from back to front. Wrap around. Then the next braid. This one. First stitch. Here. Insert and work a loop out. Okay, work a loop directly. Then pull all these loops through. Tighten the yarn a bit. Work a chain stitch. Tighten. Then the second one. Yarn over slip stitch, then to the hem. Then come up, use this method again to work the next braid. Like this. Next braid, which is here. This is how the sleeve cap seam effect looks. Then repeat this crochet technique twice more for the remaining 2 braids. To the hem. Up again. Then another braid. Then work the next braid. Then, following these are the back stitches. Just work the yoke flower pattern.